All right, so we have this triangle. Actually, there are two triangles, two similar triangles. I'll show you why they are similar. The question is, use the figure at right to solve for x. So we want to solve for x. We can solve for x if we know these two triangles are similar. See, if I draw this separately, basically there are two triangles like that. That's one of them, and there's a little one inside. Something like that. So that's inside. Inside is this, one of them is 3. The segment, this the length of the small, this length of the this side of the small triangle is 3, and then the other one is x. But the length of this big one of them we don't know, the side we don't know, but this side we know it's 8 plus x. That's one of the tricks. So this is 8 plus x. And then we have other segments that's one of them 4 from the small triangle, and from the big triangle it's 10. And there's one thing, which is this angle is in common for both triangles, right? This angle is same for both triangles. Now these two triangles are similar. So because if they are similar, we can write proportionality and solve for x. If they are similar, then why they are similar? They are similar because of angle similarity. You see, we have one angle congruent to the other angle, and since you see these arrows that they put means these two lines are parallel. If this is parallel to this one, therefore this is the transversal, right? Cuts these two parallel lines, and it creates two congruent angles. That's one of them. That's another one. They're called corresponding angles. It might look a little bit strange here, but back then you did like this. You had two parallel lines, and then you had a line like that, transversal. See, I'm making it similar to the other one. So this is transversal. These two are parallel like that. And then these two angles are corresponding angles, and they are congruent. So we have this angle is also congruent to this angle. We can apply same logic to prove that this third one is also congruent, but we don't need it. This is congruent to that one, but we don't need it because two angles is enough. Even though these two angles can conclude to say that the third angle is also congruent, because some of the three angles is going to be add up to 180. If two of them are same, third one is going to be the same too. You can subtract from 180, and you're going to see that it's going to come out the same. So anyway, because of angle, these two triangles are similar, then we can write proportionality. So let's write the proportionality. So you have fractions. You can write 3 fractions congruent to equal to each other, but in this case we can't. So we're just going to write 2 of them because we don't have this, and it's not the concern. The concern is to find x. So we're going to say this segment, small one, to the corresponding one, which is big one. So it's going to be x over 8 plus x equal to, again, I'm going to put I'm going to write the measurement of small triangles on the numerator of the fraction. So 4 over next one, which is 10. If they ask what is this third one, and then if we could have find it, but that's not the question, that's not the concern. So I don't need this last one. I'm going to erase it. So that's done. And then now we can cross multiply and solve for x. So we know that this time this is equal to this time this, diagonally, right? So x times 10 is going to be 10x equal to 4 times 8 plus x. So 10x is equal to, distribute, 4 times x, 32, plus 4 times x, 4x. To solve for x, I'm going to move this 4x to left by subtracting 4x from both sides. So I get 6x equal to 32. Divide by 6, divide by 6. So x is equal to, see, 6 and 6 divided by 6 is 1. So you get x equal to 32 over 6. And if you divide it, 32 divided by 6, 6 times 5, 30, remainder is 2. You can borrow the first 0, put decimal point, drop down to 0. How many 6s in 20? So 3 times 6, 18. It's going to continue 2, 0, 0, 0. And keep doing. You're going to keep having 2 remainders. So basically 5.33. X equal to 5.3 bar, because that repeats. Or you could write it as a fraction. That's how many 6s in 30? There's 5 of them. 5 times 6 is 30. Remainder is 2, right? Here remainder was 2. 2 over 6. That 32 over 6 is same as 5 and 2, 6. 2, 6 can be simplified. So it can be written as 5 and 1/3. All right, so that's X.